for Best Music Coach. My name is Dan, and you are watching a music teacher's reaction live and in real time to Metal Gear Solid original soundtrack. Now, I've never heard this music before in my life, and I've also never played this game, so this is going to be an absolute, new discovery for me, and you are along for the ride. So no preparation ahead of time. I have no idea what I'm going to say or what I'm going to do past this point, so let's see what happens, and here we go. Welcome, chat. We are live. Let's get this thing rocking and a rolling with Metal Gear Solid main theme. Sounds like a good place to start for me. We're not going to save the main theme for like disc 2. Here we go. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so, all right, one thing to point out. So I'm kind of going out of order because I did hear Metal Gear Rising just a couple days ago on a stream. And if I recall correctly, there was a whole bunch of going on in that. So we kind of see where that got that from. Now, all right, there's two things for us to look out from this main theme. Number one is this little thing here. Looking for that. So we're going to see if that comes up again later on, because this is the main theme. So a lot of times what we'll see with video game music and, film music as well, is you'll take a certain theme and then you'll hear it recycled or presented in different ways throughout the soundtrack. So we might hear those notes in a slightly different order, or they may just sound a little different but have the same rhythm, or the same notes, different rhythm. Rhythm would be like... Right, okay, so like you hear out sort of the same idea, but totally different. So we're going to look out for that. And then there was one more idea with the sort of triplet thing that I didn't quite get, but I'll get it on the next one. Okay, this next one is called Introduction. Fantastic. Oh, we also heard a track with this E minor 9 thing in Rising as well. I don't exactly, okay, it was a couple days ago. I only ever heard it once, but there was something in the Metal Gear Rising where it was a guitar and it was going like, and then it was doing something, going back and forth with that E minor add 9 thing going on. So, interesting connection there as well, possibly. Okay, this next one is called Discovery. Also, the first, the main theme, and now here, sort of D, most likely D minor, which is something we heard a whole lot of in the Rising soundtrack. Okay, so listen to how that sound. You're wearing headphones. It feels like it's moving in space in front of you. That's stereo image and using panning to move back and forth. Looping it again there. Interesting. Okay. So D minor here. B flat major. I really wish the drums would just like go all out. Hopefully they will. Hopefully we'll get this again at the end with like some serious pounding drums. Could be really cool. To G minor. To B flat over F, so second inversion. Back to D minor. Beautiful. Okay, so an interesting piece, not a lot going on in terms of like a big build-up or something happening, but we definitely heard from the beginning. We had these little D notes just sprinkled in, like little errant sprinkles on, like so many errant sprinkles on the counter of a Cold Stone Creamery, if you will, just sprinkled around just a little bit. And then we had the chords come in. I did call out the chord progression just to lay the music theory nomenclature down on you if you want it. Basically, the chord progression was, we're in D minor, so it'd be 1, 6, 4, back to 6 goes the 5 in the bass, and then back to 1. So not a very typical chord progression that we'd find, but it sounded fantastic. So when I say something's not typical, that doesn't mean it's not good. It just means, well, the composer was being creative. Okay, this next one is called Cavern. By the way, I'll read all the super chats out at the end of the stream. And if any of you are wondering why on earth people are super chatting and saying the names of soundtracks in their super chats is to actually upvote on the list what I react to next, is the way everyone supports the channel. Okay, this next one is called Cavern. Back to D minor, or starting in D minor. Equus in the video description. Huh. Oh, little chimey things. Some of these drums are like so 80s-licious. Sounds like we might be looping here now. Suss it. You know when the chord is sus. Okay, so a couple interesting things to talk about. So, well, that right there. Let's just talk about that. You know those voices? So what we're doing here, it's like a game of minor thirds with tritones. That's a whole lot of music theory language there, but here, check it out. So we have right here what is called a perfect fifth. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 to 5, we're gonna call that a perfect fifth. Now when we take the top note down just a little bit, we're gonna call it it's really half step. That creates a tritone, which is a dissonant interval. Dissonant means like, feels a little unsettling. Imagine you're trying to have a nice, relaxing evening playing something like, Minecraft. And then I just came along your ear and was like, you'd be like, no thank you. So it's a little disturbing. It's a little, how do we say? Frottant. Sorry, I just spent like 3 weeks in France, so and I speak French, so my language centers are all messed up. Friction. There we go. And then we go up here and kind of do the same thing. Go 5 to diminished fifth, or a tritone. So, which kind of already does sound a little bit metal, which you can hear especially in Rising. Okay, let's keep this thing a rockin' and a rollin', a rockin' and a reelin'. Yeah, foreboding. Yeah, Yeah, foreboding could be it too. Oftentimes, when I use adjectives to describe something, by the way, whenever anyone uses adjectives to describe something in music, it's completely subjective. Even the idea of the tritone being dissonant is completely subjective. So I might say there's friction there. Someone else might say there's tension there. Someone else might say, you see where I'm going? Okay, so this next one is called Intruder. Grit. See, there you go. And there we have it again. Maybe I had it off from the last time and it wasn't F in the bass. All right, so I may have had it wrong. The A was in the bass. You can hear in the back too, there's these guitar chords going, hitting those power chords going back and forth. Not right now. Right there. Yeah, Joshua. Type 1 in the chat if you understood what just happened. So it was, look, it wasn't even power, it was the fourth thing, is what it was. It's inverted power chords, if you will. Very good to everyone who's typing a 1. 10 points to Gryffindor, or Slytherin, or Hufflepuff, or Ravenclaw, or Durmstrang, or whatever. Okay, so next one is called wait. Oh, sorry. The last one was called Intruder. This one's called Encounter. I think I might have said Encounter the first time. There we go. Hanging out in A here as well. Huh. I think we heard that. Look out for that little fragment. Ah! So, what we can hear, I'll point it out at the end, but yes, chat, as you correctly pointed out, it is the main theme coming back. Or, not the full theme, but need a motif from the theme. Okay, so let's talk about the main theme versus what just happened here. So, in the main theme we had, like that. Now what we had here is going to be slightly different. It sounds a little different. And then, it's still the same kind of idea. We can hear the main theme, especially in the last 2/3 of that. Just played up. Oh no. Yeah. Played up a whole step. So the original theme taken up in 2 octaves would be, 2 octaves from where I played it would be. And what we heard just there was. Do you guys hear the connection? Okay. This next one is called Intruder 2. There's a second intruder on the premises. Inverted power chord again. Well, yeah, you could say, well, technically there's an A in the bass, so it's the power chord. But yes, if we take the power chord away from the bass and we just look at it by itself, it was inverted. Don't you dare play that major third, Dan. No C minors here today, Dextramatsu. We've had some D minors. We've had your garden variety A minors. But as of yet, not a C minor in sight. This one is called Warhead Storage. All right. Okay, cool. So another interesting piece, a little bit more atmosphere going on. The chords, for those of you who are interested, we're basically hanging out on A minor for a good long while. Then we went over to F major. And then I thought, surely we'll go to G, but no. Going to D minor, then back to A minor. What was interesting is that actually did not happen every single time. One of the times it went A minor to F, straight back down to A minor, if I am not mistaken. Okay, this next one is called, man, how many intruders are there? The security in this place needs some work. This is called Intruder 3. Very fun, though, that each intruder, as they sort of sneak in, get their own themes. Here we go. How's the volume for everyone, by the way? I didn't even ask at the beginning of the stream. Ooh. Oh, a G. OMG, please stop intruding. That's pretty funny. Wow, this intruder brought some synthesizers. Fun. Goody. Pan, 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 pan. Okay, so I did mention at the beginning in the main theme, there was this thing with triplets that I didn't quite catch first time around. So, what we're hearing now is like that implied triplet feeling because it's doing groups of three. That makes sense. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Welcome, Maverick Bna. By the way, if you ever wanted to know what Pong sounds like, just have to see who wins. I mean, not even implied triplets. I mean, like, it's triplets, but like when you have the the high, low, anyway. Okay. This next one is called, oh, thank goodness it's not Intruder for it. This next one is called Mantis Hymn. What? Who wanted the C minor? You might be getting it. Bexel's what I imagine. Hey guys, your C minor. Someone was looking for C minor. Whoa. Yeah, but see, in addition, it's actually giving us a callback to the main theme. Believe it or not, I would argue because of the movements. Ba-dee-doo-da. Ooh. Yeah, right there. We have that same pattern of starting up, down, back. Right? Or am I getting mixed up? Yeah. Uh-oh. 5, back to 1. Okay, so we had in terms of that right there. And then, yeah. Right? That was the thing. Hang on one second. I'm losing it. Okay, so not quite. Thanks for going back and checking on that, Dan, so you don't go and just say the wrong things for the stream. Okay, the next one is called Hind D. Or Hind D. Just having those bump bump 2 hits, but you also heard the rising. I just want to figure it out. Oh, that's a fun thing. That was really cool. So this chord progression right here. So it's like basically I have a an A minor to a B major. Now, I think what's interesting too is that this particular combination of chords, we've heard it a couple times in some other OSTs, also hear it a lot in movies. Like if you go to, I think like Lord of the Rings, maybe this same type of chord progression or same movement is used for Rivendell, where you have this, I mean, it's not the same notes as Rivendell, but I mean like you have this, and when you treat it, when you take the B major, which is the second chord, and you add the augmented fifth in, but it's not just that you're making it augmented. You're alternating back and forth between the augmented fifth and the natural fifth, then going to the third. That is a cool sound because it's like you have that type of a thing going on for you. Anywho, this next one is called Duel. I challenge you to a duel. I thought that was about to break into like a jam song. Oh, it still might. Same chords as Oye Como Va, as one example, or Chameleon. Maybe not so much now, but. And we can hear little bits of the main theme in. Now bringing that chord progression back that we heard a couple songs ago. Yeah. All right, so it's really interesting here. Oh, gosh, it's so cool. Okay, so number one, shout out and thank you to AC for the super chat. I'll read all the super chats at the end. Okay, look, something really, really cool here is essentially what we could call mode mixture. It's where you have two different scales basically being used in the same piece, and you're kind of swapping back and forth. So the operative note here is the F note, because we're going to change between an F natural and an F sharp. So in the beginning, we have this. And what we're doing is we're playing G to C to F sharp to C, which is kind of like implying it's like implying those funky chords that are fun and super cool to jam on if you ever get into jamming on things, because you don't really have to think. You can just have fun. Not that, okay, well, I take that statement back because I have to put so many qualifiers, but I take that back. Anyway, so that's a window into how I like to jam. So, okay, so we have the G to the F sharp. Now, what happens is after a while of doing that, the song just goes to a straight A minor. So it's like a palate cleanser. It's like if you've ever had a meal with multiple courses and you have a little sip of water with lemon in it, it cleanses your palate. It gets you ready for the next flavor the chef is going to hit you with. Then what happens is it goes to F major. So we had basically a D7 implied here. Yeah, I'm extrapolating, taking some liberties, but basically, groove with me here. Then we go to F major, which means F naturals. And then we go to D minor. So it's the same chord progression we had a couple songs ago in what was perhaps Warhead Storage, I believe. So this was basically a copy-paste of Warhead Storage, I believe. It was Warhead Storage in one of the songs around there. And then what happened is just on top of that, some extra flavors added in to create that mode mixture, which is some really cool stuff. Okay, this next one is called Enclosure. Oh, G, okay, yeah. Okay. So, one of my favorite things in all of music just happened. So we were like hanging out in D minor, just minding our own business, hanging out in all D minor, you know, just chilling, doing things. In D minor, you know, just hanging out. Just hanging out. But then what happened is something a little magical and pretty cool if you ask me. Now I'm just making it up, but here, I'll show you the end. Right here, wait for it, here it is. Ow! Right at the very last chord, changed the D minor to a D major. Totally cool. All right, this next one is called Blast Furnace. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Well, Google is giving me a nice reminder that now would be a good time to insert ads. Google goes along to say creators earn more money inserting ads the more viewers are watching. Give it a try! Tell you what, I won't. But I will tell you about it's the 10 things every gamer should know about music theory, and also my music theory book, which hit #1 bestseller on Amazon in its category. Go check it out. There's a pinned comment a pinned link in the chat. There'll also be a pinned comment if you're watching this on demand, down there. Go click on it. You're going to get a free list. I'm going to email it to you. The 10 things every gamer should know about music theory, and then you can save like 92% on a huge amount of value. My first book with a bunch of bonuses and cool things. Go check it out. It's way cheaper than Amazon. But you can also just go buy it on Amazon. Whatever makes you happy. But go check it out. And yeah, so take that. I'm not inserting my ads. Kind of. Okay, this next one is called Colosseo? Colosseo. That one took me a minute. Okay. Oh my goodness. I start making jokes about ads? Wow. Mona Lisa, Manhattan named you. They're kind of like an E flat in first inversion. Back to our A5, right power chord if you will. Gonza can confirm. This next one is called Rex's Lair. Love the percussion. Yes. Ooh. Kazoo. Where my bass is at. Those notes are not the tank. Ah, it's faint back in there. That's pretty cool. All right, so that was interesting. A little combination of a lot of things. It feels like it's been building up to this point, and that just got very intense. This next one is called An Escapade. No, it's just Escape. Janet Jackson, forever. All right. Ah! That was interesting. So the first time around it was E minor. The second time around it was that E major, E7, pushing us back to the minor 1. Ah. There's all the hints of our main theme thing there. Huh. Might have just been an E5. Might have just implied the minor the first time around.
And so I dubbed the Unforgiven.
All right. This next one is called and title The Best Is Yet to Come. Is that Celtic? Like Irish? Gaelic, thank you. Third time's the charm. Ooh. Oh, something's about to happen. Oh, yeah, come on now. Woo! Play that thing. Now, you guys are saying Celtic music, but here's the thing. With that string instrument playing and that percussion sounds more Greek, Mediterranean to me. At least the music does. But when you have that that pipe in there, that's very... Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so, totally off topic, but I wanted to share this with you. I was visiting some family in Ireland, and they happen to live in this little town that was right next to this. And by the way, type a 2 as soon as you get bored of this story in the chat, because I want to know if this is boring. So, I'm in this town right next to this thing, and they have this big music festival where they get all the best musicians in Ireland. It's called the Fleadh. Don't ask me to spell it. That's how you say it. So they get all the best drummers. They get all the best pipers. They get all the best dancers. They get all the best guitar players. They get all the best banjo players. They get all the best things like this. And here's a really cool thing. We went out to the pub at night, and guess what was happening? A completely impromptu jam session with some of the best musicians in Ireland, and they were there just jamming for hours. And then the dancers showed up, and they were dancing outside doing like river dance stuff. It was crazy cool. All right, this next one is called Theme of Tara. It was so cool. It was the coolest thing. And like, one more thing. There was like, I think possibly one of the best 9-year-old guitar players I've ever seen in my life. She was the best in the whole county. And it was like, dude, she was laying it down. And so the whole concept of what it means to be a guitar player in that context is actually just to provide the chords, but to be creative in the way you're providing the chords and the accompaniment, and then sometimes playing the melodies too. But it was crazy. All right. Next one is called VR Training, Theme of Tara. Now we're back to 1, okay. You have to imagine me with Dave Mustaine hair, then it really works. Oh, I thought we were going to 4 there. There it is. Oh, they picked me out. All right. So look. Oh, do I happen to remember any of the Irish bands or artist names? No, I do not, and I did not ask. I was busy just enjoying everything, and it was crazy. The town was Mullingar. Was the town I believe you were in. It was super cool. All right, so check this out, guys. Really interesting here. So basically, we had a blues. We went hanging out in 1. Now I'm gonna skip ahead. Then we go to 4. Then we have this turnaround here where it's like. And that just the last second hitting that 5 to turn us back to the. One. All right. This next one is chord. Metal Gear Solid main theme. E3 edit. Type it 2 if you want to listen to that, or if you just want to go to the next one, because we already heard the main theme. Yeah, we'll start it for now. Here we go. Sorry. Sorry for your ears. Yeah, come on now. So what's interesting too, is like we're basically in the key of, I'm sorry, by the way, if I said the key of D minor the first song, then it's not. It's like we're in the key of G minor, really. Which is interesting, because there was one song, Metal Gear Rising, that was G minor. Sakuhachi maybe here. Yeah, those vocalizations were interesting. Yeah, I don't know why it was D minor either, because you have one flat 2, 3 that name is minor. That's my mistake. So 80s. Well, that was super cool. Hey guys, let's listen to one more. Let's listen to Metal Gear Solid Control Remix. Oh, this is basically the same thing? Oh no, that was the very end of that song. That's odd. I'm getting an odd thing here on my timestamps.
ハイテク特殊部隊フォックスハウンド。かつて君が所属し、私が指揮を執ったこともある特殊部隊だ。
元気です。
存在していたとはな。今回のテロには6人のフォックスハウンド隊員が参画している。サイキック能力を持つ。
どれはどこです？
天才女狙撃手スナイパーウルフ。変装の達人デコインクト。
日本語は話せません。
マルカンレイン。拳銃の名手だけでなく拷問のスペシャリストとしても知られるリボルバーオセロ。
12345
彼らを率いるのは
67890
実戦部隊リーダーリキッドスネークだ。リキッドスネーク。君と同じ暗号名を持つ男。
Can't skip. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's turn it down and say, hey, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Oh, by the way, shout out and a thank you to Try Lighting, who requested that I add some of the Discord server emojis over here. Thank you all so much for watching this stream. Please hit like, subscribe, smash that like button. You should also smash that notification bell. And while you're at it, you should also smash the link to get the 10 things every gamer should know about music theory, because like every gamer, like literally over 1,000 people downloaded it. You don't want to be like the 1,001 person who's like, oh, you guys know the cool stuff and I don't know the cool stuff. You should know the cool stuff too. Go grab it. You can also save like 92% on my book for music theory, and it's great. And there's a course and stuff. Go check it out. It's great. All right, and that sub that scribe, indeed. But no, my call to action is not to subscribe. My call to action is go check that out. 1,000 people downloaded. You don't want to be the one who didn't download it. All right, so hey, let's read some super chats. Okay, here we go. Puddin' Hun. Shout out, Puddin' Hun has been a Kazoo Club member for 5 months. The Scientician. Shout out, member for 4 months. Rubberman202. Hey, Rubberman202. Rubberman202 says another quest for Live a Live, or as the Japanese say it, Raibu a Raibu. Fun fact, one of the songs from this game directly inspired Toby Fox. Ooh, when creating Megalovania, double ooh. Looking forward to it, triple ooh. The Scientician says, I love the Metal Gear series. It's super awesome. I prefer the mainline stealth series more than the action-based Rising. Let's do Super Metroid. You got it, Scientician. Equus says, had to check if it was on the list first. Tossing my vote for Disco Elysium. You got it, Equus. Joshua Villarreal celebrating 3 months as member. Great to see you, Joshua. Joshua says, aw, heck yeah. Another milestone. Indeed. Joshua Villarreal goes on to say, hey Dan, love the series. I hope you're having fun. I am having fun. Confirmed. Also confirmed, Music Teacher's mind was blown. Fun fact, I have a unique version of this game that's entirely in Spanish, even voice acting really. Anyway, put this towards Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Love you, Dan, in chat. So Joshua, is that like a collector's item or something that like, how do you get that? Okay. Kaplooey Games. Hey Dan, first time catching one of these live. Well, welcome Kaplooey. So I'd like to use my first ever super chat. Ooh, thank you. To add the phenomenal soundtrack of the infamous Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 to the list. That's the game Sonic the Hedgehog. I didn't know there was a game just called Sonic the Hedgehog. Very cool. I'll go check that out. Oh, Matthew, I pronounced that wrong on purpose because in the last stream, I was asking if it was correct to pronounce it live alive or live a live, and there was a whole joke that went down in the super chat reading section last stream, so I actually was pronouncing that wrong on purpose. Maverick BNA. Welcome to Staunch Supporter. Welcome, Maverick BNA. Hold please. Sumimasen. We've got some how do I even get that back? There we go. And let's put on a little ambiance, a little mood music, a little something to dance to. Groove 2. Poking Mangoes. Hi, Poking Mangoes. Poking Mango says, y'all been going crazy. With the upvotes lately, I'm going to break from my usual pattern and put another game on the board. Mana Kamiya, Alchemist of Al Revis. I play games without mana in the title. Oh, it was meant to be a reboot of the franchise? Oh, that's awesome, Joshua. That's wild. And it's crazy cool. You can play them across borders too, because I know sometimes they do territory stuff with that. Alessandro Coelho, AC in the house. Alessandro, thank you very much for your super generous super chat. Matthew Banky, thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for chatting. I love what you do. All that chatting and participating. Alessandro says, hey, hope all's been well. Loving the Metal Gear analyses. Putting this super chat towards Devil May Cry 5, I need to hear your thoughts on arguably the best song in the video game industry. Chat knows. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Tune back next week. Well, not literally next week, but like, yeah, that's cool. That's wild. Yin Yanger. Hey, Yin Yanger. Yin Yanger says, I would love for you to check out Sonic Unleashed. You got it, Yin Yanger. Pikachu says, and I'm reading this verbatim. This is word for word, with no exaggerations, repeats, or hesitations. Pika Pika, Pika 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 Pika, Pika Pika, Pika Pika Pikachu. What's translated from Pikachu's native tongue into English reads, you can tell Dan, as you can tell, Dan Mainline, MGS Metal Gear Solid music is quite different from Metal Gear Rising. Yes, later Metal Gear Solid. Try saying that 5 times fast after talking for an hour. Later Metal Gear Solid games lean into more of a Hollywood James Bond style. Ooh. Upvote for a Yakuza 0. You got it, Pikachu, and thank you as always for your support and your help also getting these playlists. Yes, Lobsidski, please rewind. William Holly. Hey, William Holly. William Holly says, gonna keep throwing money in the pit for Jazz Jackrabbit 2. Why for, William Holly? Is there a pit in which resides your Jackrabbit, who is musically gifted in the ways of jazz? Why for? And why must you throw it into the pit? Why is it not gladiatoring away against some sort of lion or tiger or bear, oh my? I wonder. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and guys, you should get the 10 things every gamer should know about music theory. Over 1,000 gamers have downloaded it. You don't want to miss out. That means it's pretty good. So go check it out. And while you're there, you can also save like 92% on my music theory book, which I think over like 500 gamers have gotten. So that also could tell you that's pretty good too. But don't take my word for it. Take their word for it, or as it were. Anyway, I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you all so much. Oh, maybe Jappy Padazaki. Maybe Jazz Jackrabbit is not about the jazz. Whoa. Like, subscribe, notification bell. 10 things every gamer should know about music theory. I will see y'all next time. And girl, you know that ain't no lie. Bye, bye, bye. Bah, bah.